Assalamualaikum students, hope you all are in good health. Today we are going to start unit number 6 on page number 42, that is named Matter and Materials. First you should know what is a matter. Matter in simple word means an object. There are millions of objects in this world and you have seen many in your surrounding as well. Now the matter or object that we see can be present in three forms: either a solid or a liquid or a gas. So let's discuss them one by one. One of them has a size and shape that does not change unless something forces a change. That's right, it is a solid. Here you can see a picture of a brick. Similarly, other examples include doors, table, chair, walls, trees, and many others that will not change their shape until or unless you will apply the force to let them change their shapes. So that's a solid. The other state of matter is one of them flows and takes the shape of the container it is in. That's right, it is a liquid, which means that the other state of matter is a liquid. Whatever the container is, when we will put water in it, water will get the shape of the respective container and it flows. One of them does not have color or shape but may have a smell. That's right, it is gas. Gas has no color and it comes in no shape, but yes, it does have a smell. To understand more about the matter, you have to understand a little about the atoms and molecules. Atoms and molecules, remember that everything in this object, in this world, is made up of very tiny basic particles that are known as atoms. And when two or more atoms combine, they form molecules. For example, the water that we use for many purposes, for drinking, for washing dishes, for washing clothes, for washing ourselves, for the transport. So, one molecule of water, it contains two atoms of hydrogen and one oxygen atom. So, when two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom combine, they form one molecule of water. Let's read them. Atoms are tiny particles. Tiny means small particles. Particle is a word used to describe very small things or things that help to make up something larger. It means that atom is the basic particle that help to make up something larger. All matter is made up of atoms. An atom has a nucleus, a center. As you can see here in this picture, this is the center that is called the nucleus. This is the structure of an atom, which has particles known as protons and neutrons inside it. Remember that inside the nucleus there are two particles, one the proton that contains the positive charge and one neutron that has no charge. Outside the nucleus there are orbits that you can see, and these blue ones, these are the electrons. So a structure of atom consists of basically three particles: proton, neutron and electron. Proton has positive charge, Neutron has no charge and they both are inside the nucleus. The third one is the electron that has negative charge and that revolve around the nucleus but inside the atom. So outside the nucleus but still inside the atom are particles called the electrons. A molecule is a particle made up of two or more atoms. As I have told you that when two or more atoms combine together, they form one molecule. This is a water molecule. As you can see here in this picture, this is a water molecule. You can see two hydrogen H2, which means that they combinedly form H2, and this is the oxygen. So when two hydrogen atoms combine with one oxygen atom, they form one molecule of water. This is a water molecule. It is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. That is why water is known as H2O. Whether matter is a gas, solid or liquid does not depend on the type of particles it is made from. It depends on how the particles move and how tightly packed they are. Now we know that there are particles inside the solid or a liquid or a gas. So it doesn't depend upon the shape. It does how the particles are packed together with each other. Let's see them one by one. Here you can see it's a picture of a solid object. Particles in a solid are packed tightly together. For example, as I've told you, the chair, door, walls, tree, so they all are solid objects and the particles inside them are so held tight together that they can't even move. That means solids have the same shape no matter where you put them. Now comes to the second picture. It's a picture of a liquid. Particles in a liquid are not packed as tightly together as in a solid. As you can see here the particles are so held tightly together that there is no even but a little bit space inside them. But in a liquid, they are free at some distinct level. So they have room to move around. That means they can change shape. As I've told you, the water flows and takes the shape of the container it is in. So they have room to move around. That means they can change the shape according to the container they are in. The last one is a picture of a particles of a gas. Particles in a gas have a lot of space between them. This means they can move quickly and freely through the air. So our air contains many gases like hydrogen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen. So all the particles in a gas, they have a lot of spaces between them. That's why they move freely and through the air. So this is a picture and pictorial depiction of the particles in a solid object, in a liquid object and in a gas. In solid, they are held tightly together. Liquid, they have a little bit space around them as they can move freely. They have a room to move around and the container they are in, they get the shape of that container. And in gas, they repel each other and they are on a vast distances. Now, all you have to do, here you can see on page number 43 in your notebook. Draw 3 diagrams showing how particles are packed within a solid, a liquid, and a gas. All you have to do in your science notebooks, you have to write the answer of this question in pictorial form. All you have to do is to draw the 3 pictures as you can see here. You can see help from this book, page number 43. And you have to draw the picture of particles in a solid object, in a liquid one, and in a gas one. Thank you.